So this is how our client reversed her prediabetes in just 3 months. And our client's name was Kelsey. She had a good amount of knowledge given what she had experienced before with her previous pregnancy, having gestational diabetes, working with doctors, practitioners with that, but also what she has tried on her own, like DIYing it a bit, pro-metabolic eating, paleo, Whole30, macro counting. And their numbers still weren't budging. They still weren't coming down from that prediabetes range, especially like our fasting blood sugar, after meal blood sugar, and then her A1C was up near 5.8, right? And so she had done the DIY, she had done the conventional routes with working with the doctors, practitioners, but have never quite hired a practitioner before, especially someone to support her with blood sugar specific stuff in a more holistic way. And given those experiences, like she naturally felt skeptical at first because she had not seen the results yet on her own. And she wanted to make sure that she was going to get out of it what, she wanted, the results that she was looking for to, one, get her A1C back into a normal range, reverse her prediabetes, but also have a healthy pregnancy again so that she didn't have to go through another pregnancy with gestational diabetes, right? And here's what we did using the Pohlman Method to help. We first focused on finding her body's sweet spots, which were really the areas that would allow her to get the quickest blood sugar results. And so we really found the right amount of carbohydrates for her, not totally cutting them out, because at the end of the day, she needs that for metabolism, for energy to support a healthy pregnancy, but also for sustainability as well, so that she could stick with it long term. But we don't want to push those too high, right? Where we're causing more insulin resistance, higher blood sugar, higher A1C. So finding that spot in the middle. Same thing with stress, right? Because stress was one of the things that was really pushing her blood sugars high, especially during the middle of the day. Like her blood sugar trends and her CGM look something like this, like a bell-shaped curve. So we really want to support her during that middle of the day to improve her stress tolerance, so it wasn't hindering her blood sugar control. And so that was number one for her. We also focused on metabolism revival, which was really about fine-tuning her meals based on what her body as a whole was responding to best, not just her blood sugar, which really allowed her to see that decline, that reduction in blood sugar spikes, especially during that center of the day, but also look at other things around like movement and sun exposure to improve that carb tolerance, so that when she was eating carbs, she wasn't spiking her blood sugar and she was feeling good at the same time. Many people try to chase good blood sugars at the expense of their overall health, but we wanted to get both, especially considering she wanted healthy pregnancy moving forward. And then lastly, we looked at something called carb freedom, where we ran a unique set of nutrient labs that you can't get from your doctor, and really started addressing her nutrient imbalances and deficiencies with personalized nutrition, lifestyle recommendations to really improve her carb tolerance long term, so that she doesn't have to go through another gestational diabetes period again. Because if we know anything about gestational diabetes, it's basically a state of malnourishment. You just don't have enough nutrition to work with, and as a result, your blood sugar starts to rise. And so for Kelsey, we wanted to make sure that these changes really stuck for good, so this was the last time that she had to address this. And so by working on those changes over the course of 3 months, Kelsey was able to lower her A1C from 5.8 to 5.3 out of the prediabetes range, totally reversed it. She has in-range morning blood sugar, daytime blood sugar, even while eating carbs. And so she doesn't feel like she needs to deprive herself to get to that point. She feels confident and relaxed with her food choices. She understands like the lifestyle factors beyond just the food that impacts her blood sugar. And that was one of the things that she felt like she was missing. She was just paying attention to the food, but not to the other pieces that play a huge role in her blood sugar, things like sunlight and movement and stress. And then we really focused in on building that whole body approach that she feels was life-saving, not just chasing good blood sugars, good A1C values, but really improving her health as a whole so that her good blood sugars could really stick for her. Interesting thing about Kelsey is when she got pregnant, she was so excited. She was so energized. And during that time, she saw her lowest blood sugars since we've been working together. And it was like this light bulb moment that turned on that was like, wow, how I feel mentally and the emotions that I'm feeling really influence how my blood sugars do. And from that moment moving forward, it wasn't the expectation that, yeah, Kelsey, you need to get pregnant every year so that you have better blood sugars. It was taking the gold nugget of that, of like, hey, wow, when you feel good mentally, your blood sugars actually look better. And so how can we get maybe a semblance of that feeling with the way that you structure your routines, the way that you live your life, the job that you work in, because her job was really stressful. And so she was able to make changes around not just her food, but her lifestyle so that the results of this really stick for good. And so for us, it really goes beyond just the food. We want to support our clients with a holistic approach. And so if that resonates with you, if you want a personalized approach so that you can see blood sugar and health improvements in 30 days or less without cutting out carbs, without doing anything fattish, just like Kelsey, we have just come out with our Black Friday program, Stable Sugars in 30 days, where you can do just that. And so what is included in our program is a comprehensive nutrient test, the same one that Kelsey did with us, a personalized blood sugar blueprint with an action plan that is specific to your goals, your history, tailored nutrition and lifestyle recommendation based on what you're wanting to work on specifically, recipe and supplement guide so that you have ideas of how to meal plan and what supplements are worth it in your situation, and then 1 month of one-on-one chat support so that if you have questions, you can reach out, or if you need adjustments, you can reach out to make sure that you make progress within these 30 days. And then if you're somebody that learns best while working one-on-one with somebody, like I'm talking to you on this video, you have the ability to add on an optional coaching call with your practitioner so that you can get your questions answered and navigate past your unique obstacles. And then last but not least, you will get a credit towards one-on-one coaching. So if you're like, hey, I have made some great strides within these 30 days, I also want to continue that. I want to keep that going and continue seeing better and better results, especially working one-on-one with somebody to be able to fast track that, reduce mistakes so that you can get to your goals faster. You can use this program as a credit towards one-on-one coaching. And so the amount that you invest into this program will go directly as a discount to one-on-one coaching. Great perk. You can grab your spot in this program for just $449, which is our lowest price ever for personalized supports. And at the time of this video, we have 11 spots available. And so if you would like a spot in this program, message me Black Friday and I'll send you over a link to grab your spot. If you have any questions about this program, if it's the right fit for you, just reply to the message that I sent you on Instagram.